Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast.
You know me. I'm a New Yorker, born and bred. I am a fighter. And my instinct is to fight through this controversy because I truly believe it is politically motivated. I believe it is unfair and it is untruthful. And I believe it demonizes behavior that is unsustainable for society. If I could communicate the facts through the frenzy, New Yorkers would understand. I believe that. But when I took my oath as governor, then it changed. I became a fighter, but I became a fighter for you. And it is your best interest that I must serve. This situation, by its current trajectory, will generate months of political and legal controversy. That is what is going to happen. That is how the political wind is blowing. It will consume government. It will cost taxpayers millions of dollars. It will brutalize people. The State Assembly yesterday outlined weeks of process that will then lead to months of litigation. Time and money that government should spend managing COVID, guarding against the Delta variant, reopening upstate, fighting gun violence, and saving New York City. All that time would be wasted. This is one of the most challenging times for government in a generation. Government really needs to function today. Government needs to perform. It is a matter of life and death, government operations. And wasting energy on distractions is the last thing that state government should be doing. And I cannot be the cause of that. New York tough means New York loving. And I love New York. And I love you. And everything I have ever done has been motivated by that love. And I would never want to be unhelpful in any way. And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Because I work for you. And doing the right thing is doing the right thing for you. Because as we say, it's not about me. It's about we. Kathy Hochul, my lieutenant governor, is smart and competent. This transition must be seamless. We have a lot going on. I'm very worried about the Delta variant, and so should you be. But she can come up to speed quickly, and my resignation will be effective in 14 days.
Hey guys, by the way, welcome to today's show. You just heard Governor Andrew Cuomo announcing earlier today that he will resign his office in 14 days, 2 weeks from now. You understand why he wants to resign, right? I mean, you know, he's making it more of a political thing, but he's really hiding a lot of key factors here. Okay, this is coming from a corrupted governor, which happens to be the Democratic governor of the state of New York. Okay? And like I said, he's hiding a lot of key factors. Okay? He's residing literally just in the midst of an ongoing investigation. Found that he sexually harassed multiple of women, which he still today denies. But very, very good sources are saying otherwise. I can imagine what the thoughts are with this story here buzzing about Governor Cuomo resigning from office of governor of New York. And I can imagine, and then all the baloney he's telling the people there. I love New Yorkers. I am with you on this fight of COVID, and we need to govern our government strongly, and we need to make this a life or death scenario. First of all, is he talking about the death of senior citizens and assisted living homes from this past year and a half of COVID? No, he's not talking about that, but we know damn well there's a scandal investigating on that. It's brewing up in that story. So I can imagine just the reaction on some of the sources, a lot of people close to him. I got a bombshell report saying that his brother, Chris Cuomo, the CNN hack that's constantly criticizing everything about everything, still advising brother Andrew. Yes, this is a bombshell report, literally. Despite his on-air promise to never do it again, the far-left Washington Post reports that CNN's Chris Cuomo is still advertising or advising his brother, disgraced Governor Andrew Cuomo. Yeah, promised that he would never do it again. But he's still advising his brother, Andrew Cuomo. Because we all know, folks, that the Washington Post is a far-left propaganda outlet that spreads fake news and conspiracy theories. Monday night's Chris Cuomo bombshell was buried under 11 full paragraphs. Democracy dies and burden leads. Yeah, check this out, guys. Cuomo, who is who basically the governor of New York, all right, lives, in Albany, and has not been coming to office, according to a few sources, and with a few of his advisors pretty much leaking that out. Rich Asparati, if I'm pronouncing that right, yes, his long-term spokesman, has said he plans to stay in his post. The governor also continues to confer with longtime advisor Charlie King, a lobbyist at the public strategy firm Mercury, as well as his brother, CNN anchor Chris Cuomo. According to people familiar with the situation, currently, Chris Fredo Cuomo is on vacation. Oh, I wonder where he's at. At least that's what we're being told. That Fredo is taking a week off from his CNN anchor duties for his birthday. Which we know, folks, is a fucking lie. And everyone knows it's a fucking lie, because all CNN, LOL, and Chris Cuomo do is fucking lie. No one is shocked or surprised. Fredo isn't taking a birthday vacation. He took the week off because he knew his brother was about to resign in disgrace. That's all we know. Took a week off because he knew that CNN was either going to make him or pretty much force that in the notes for him to speak. Pretty much, right? We know that. We know because we knew that was going to be a bombshell on CNN, and Chris Cuomo wouldn't be able to handle that. Wouldn't be able to handle to basically say that on air, that his brother, Andrew Cuomo, is resigning from the office of governor of New York. So that's why he took the vacation. But we all know it's a fucking lie. We all know that he's pretty much just taking a time off until this little thing passes by. Right? We all know. We all know. Right? Is anybody talking about this? Is anybody talking about it? No, no one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. No one's talking about the governor that has series of sexual assaults. We all know that. We all know. We all know, folks. Here's some more inside stuff that you probably won't hear on the mainstream media outlets. Right? He'll pretty much politically push the masking. Now we're talking about the Cuomos, right? Both Chris and Andrew. Because they're pretty much hacks. Both of them are. The whole Cuomo family is nothing but a corrupted family. Literally. They'll push the damn mask issue. But we all know that they probably both refuse to wear the mask. But if they're on air, if cameras are in front of them, they'll shame others for not wearing a mask. It's all a political theater, folks. It really is. Really is. Literally. Both of them use the CNN, pretty much the CNN LOL to stage a phony quarantine. Pretty much. We knew that happened. They used that. Remember when the quarantine was in process? Both of them used it. Brother Cuomo and Governor Cuomo used that phony quarantine exit from their basement. Oh boy. Bunch of BS if you ask me, folks. It's all BS. All BS. Telling you. Here's another article coming out of a Democrat New York senator. Yeah, check this out. This is the Democrat New York senator pretty much saying that Cuomo nursing home investigation shouldn't go anywhere. Check this out, guys.
Now is Democrat New York State Senator Todd Kaminsky. He is a former federal prosecutor, has also been calling for Cuomo's resignation. So I'm sure that you watched the press conference with as much interest as the rest of us did. He put it all on politics, but I'll ask you the same question that I asked Ari Fleischer at the beginning of this. Was Cuomo pretty certain that his goose was cooked and that there was only one way out of this, and that was the exit door?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. But seeing it still is shocking. My jaw's still on the floor. He's a political brawler, but the only way the governor goes is when there's no possible other path. And so even though he tried to make a spirited defense, which was really weird, especially coming out right after his attorney made a spirited defense all in the same hour, I think he wanted to just let the record show where he thought things stood. But he also knows that's not what voters think. And he knows voters have turned against him. And the mountain of evidence that the attorney general had amassed was just too much to overcome. And this was he wanted to go out on his own terms. The 14 days is really what he bought himself. An impeachment by the assembly would have meant an immediate termination of his governorship, because in Albany, unlike Washington, an impeachment vote means you're removed. And that meant he literally would have to go out the window of the executive mansion or leave the executive offices in the Capitol. He wants to leave on his own terms in some potentially way that he could help determine and work out with the incoming governor, and he bought himself 14 days to do that.
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah, he bought 14 days. He knows he's going bye-bye. So by resigning from office of governor of New York, he bought time to pretty much avoid any impeachment hearings, because he knew he was going to get impeached. He knows he's going to get impeached for high crimes that he committed. Series of sexual assaults, a nursing home scandal. The list goes on, folks. Cuomo knows he's a dirty dog. The goose has been pretty much hatched, and Cuomo is bye-bye, guys. Got a lot more to say on the show. We're going to take a quick little break right after these short words. Don't go anywhere, guys. Hey guys, this episode today is brought to you by our good friends at Harry's.com. What is Harry's.com? It is a awesome affordable set of razors and other products as well, too. Harry's has been around since 2013. Back in 2013, the makers of Harry's, which is a German company, realized that shaving could be easier, more affordable, and as well more enjoyable, right? So they decided to come up with a concept to create super quality razors for the everyday Joe. These razors are super affordable, they're super convenient, and they're easy on the wallet, guys. These are quality blades that are designed in a factory in the country of Germany. Where can you pick up these razors? Just about everywhere, guys. Walmart, Target, Walgreens. I've seen them at CVS. They're just about everywhere where you can buy razors at. If you can't go into a store or you'd like to shop on their website, they do have a website, guys. Harrys.com. Visit them at harrys.com, and you can also explore their full range of products, including body wash, bar of soap, face wash, shaving cream, shaving gel, post-shave mist, face lotion, just to name a few. They even have anti-dandruff shampoo and conditioner, guys. Constantly coming out with new products, new set of brands to their brand. So visit harrys.com and mention that you heard it on the Patriot Angle podcast. Oh boy, I tell you guys, that was Senator Kamensky, a Democrat out of New York, pretty much saying that, I guess Cuomo knew his time was near, right? Right? So, is that good? That Cuomo pretty much quit? Is that good? Well, is it good for our democracy? Well, according to New York Assemblyman Kim, right, he thinks it's good for our democracy. And it's also good that even though he did resign, it's still good to impeach Cuomo, right? We need to get the truth on the nursing homes. We need the truth out there. Like, what happened? That story, folks, it appears like the media, even some media outlets that do talk about it from time to time, they seem to forget about the nursing home scandal when COVID was at its highest in New York, right? Cuomo was to blame for most of that, the majority of that. We need to know the truth, folks, about the nursing homes. Yeah, just because Cuomo said, I give up, I don't want to be governor anymore of New York, we still need to understand the truth of these nursing homes, folks. We need to know. I mean, that's serious stuff. We just can't, just sweep that under the rug and say, he's not governor anymore. Maybe, maybe nothing. The hell with that, folks. We need to understand what the hell happened. Literally, right? We need to understand. We need to understand what the hell happened. It's a matter of time and death. We need to understand. What the hell happened? What happened? Are we ever going to understand what the hell happened? Maybe not. Maybe. But according to Assemblyman Ron Kim, which is also a Democrat, said he still plans on holding New York Governor Cuomo accountable for the nursing home deaths. Check this out.
Crisis. Very good to have you here, Assemblyman. What was your reaction as you watched this play out in real time today? At what point did you realize this is going to end in him saying he's leaving office?
I think some of us knew that the resignation was coming because his top aide, his top enforcer, Melissa DeRosa, resigned over the weekend.
think he just lost his shot. I think his shot just froze up. We all watched this today, and it was pretty extraordinary because Governor Cuomo began with an account of why he was innocent, why all of these charges against him were political, he said, and essentially that they were trumped up against him. I think we have Assemblyman Kim back right now. So what's your take on what happened today, sir?
Well, I'm relieved that he stepped down so we can focus on the people's work. I'm also grateful for the woman who stepped up courageously. But I have committed back in March that after he goes down for sexual assault and harassment, I will still be here to hold him accountable for the thousands of nursing home deaths that happened under his watch. And I plan on still doing that to hold him accountable for those decisions.
All right, you're damn right we need to hold him accountable. The man should be in prison. He should be held in full accountability. Even Cuomo himself says, I accept full responsibility. Well, I hope so you do. I hope you do, sir. Because you belong in prison for literally killing thousands of yet American senior citizens. You should be held accountable for the nursing home deaths in that state. And that continuing the impeachment process against Cuomo is good for our democracy. You're damn right. You're damn right. I stand behind my words on that one, folks. What you also heard, Democratic State Assemblyman Kim literally saying that he hopes he goes down for sexual assault and embarrassment and harassment to those women. It's a sham, folks. No one is above the damn law, especially Governor Cuomo. On other news, oh boy, it gets worse. Worse. It gets better, folks. Literally. Well, you'll understand what I mean by this. According to President Joe Biden, Andrew Cuomo did a hell of a job as governor. Aside from his personal behavior, that's what Joe said. Joe said that he did a hell of a job. A hell of a job as governor. Oh, he did? He did? He did a good job, huh? Are you crediting his personal behavior, Joe, or are you just telling me that he did a good job? What's your words on that? What is your words on that?
One of the Democrats through the years that you spoke with about infrastructure the most was Andrew Cuomo, who is resigning, who announced he's resigning today. You had traveled New York with him when you were vice president to the launch of the reconstruction of LaGuardia. He was someone who supported your campaign early on. No, you called on him to resign. No, you condemned the alleged behavior. But you're someone who spends a lot of time with mayors and governors. How would you assess his 10 and a half years as governor of the state?
In terms of his personal behavior or what he's done as a governor?
What he's done as a governor.
I thought he's done a hell of a job. And, both on everything from access to voting to infrastructure, the whole range of things. That's why it's so sad. It's just...
It's so sad, huh, Joe? It's so sad. Sad about what? Sad about what? What are you sad about? That he's leaving office? Yeah, he held office for 10 and a half years, right? Out of those 10 and a half years, what the hell has he done for the state of New York? Let alone New York City. What has he done, Joe? I'd love to hear your analysis on this one. Because half the time we don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
They're investigated, and the judgment was made that what they said was correct. That's one thing. The question is, did he do a good job on infrastructure? That was the question. He did.
Oh, he did?
As a governor.
No, the question was, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, how was he as a governor generally?
Well, the governor generally, obviously...
Outside of his personal behavior.
Outside of his personal behavior. Okay.
But can you separate the two?
No, I'm not.
Is this president confused on the question? Mr. President, they're asking you a simple question. A simple 5-year-old can answer that question. Did the governor of New York do a good job? According to Joe Biden, he said he done a hell of a job. We're asking you a question. We are the Associated Press, Mr. President. Let's ask you a question again, okay? Did Governor Andrew Cuomo, okay, do a good job? I mean, it seems like he can't even answer the question correctly. How confusing is that question? Did he do a good job or not? Are you talking about his personal behavior? Or are you talking about his governorship of New York? Joe, it's relating the entire question. Did he do a good job or not? How hard is that to answer? How hard is that to answer? Right? How hard is that to answer?
I was asked a specific question.
Okay.
I'm trying to answer specifically.
Yeah. You're trying to answer a simple question, but you can't even answer the damn question because you're confused. I would love to have any member of the Associated Press, whether it's from Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, well, those guys will never answer the question. They'll never put the dirt on Joe Biden because, it's different. They'll put the dirt on President Trump, but they'll never give a grilling question, a tough question to Joe Biden because they know he's a national embarrassment as a president of this country. But they're asking the man a question, and he's still tippy-toeing over the answer. He can't answer it because he doesn't know what to say. He's confused. He's lost. He's got to go back to his tea time and his bedtime and have tea and crimpets and go to bed by 7 p.m. We didn't see that under our former president, Trump. No, the president probably had, 3-4 hours of sleep, if that? But still outperformed Joe Biden by large margins. There's no comparison between the two. But Joe Biden praised the New York governor. He praised that New York governor's record on issues important to the Democrats, despite all accusations. I need water here. I'm getting heated up. You know me. You know me. I have a lot of passion in this stuff, but it's mind-boggling here. Hold on, guys. Get some water here. Oh, boy. I'm telling you. I switched over to this Voss water. Some of my friends are telling me, you got to drink the Voss. I've never heard of Voss before in my life. And I went to the supermarket earlier today, and I got this Voss. I'm looking at the price. I'm like, Christ, for water? Are you kidding me? It's expensive stuff, guys. Let me tell you that. It's good water, but it's expensive. God. Anyways, the president literally said he was doing a good job, despite the sexual harassment. Literally. Didn't say that. Couldn't say that. Because if he did say that, he's going against his word. This is coming after a speech celebrating his success. What success? Where's the success? What, the success with infrastructure? Oh, of course Joe has to celebrate that. But why should he celebrate it? Where's the success? On the infrastructure bill that passed the Senate? Okay, whatever. I don't have a comment on that. But then he passed the same type of topic towards the governor of New York, saying that he do a good job on infrastructure in the state of New York. And Biden was like, But Biden kept on saying, in terms of his personal behavior or what he has done as governor, Biden literally replied to the reporter, right? Joe, it's the same question. It's in relevance of the same question. We're not asking about his personal behavior. We're asking about his governorship as a governor, as a whole. We're asking the question as a whole, right? How did he do in general? There you go. Is that simple to answer? How did he do in general, Mr. President? God. Took the president, more than 5 minutes to answer the damn thing. My God, I'm telling you. Folks, I try not to laugh, but this is not a laughable matter. Not a laughable matter. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There's a dark day on Hollywood's Cuomo sexuals. As Andrew Cuomo set to resign in disgrace. Yeah, Hollywood. Oh, boy. Yeah. A slew of Hollywood elites showered disgrace former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo with praise during the pandemic. They praised him during the pandemic For months, celebrities like talk show host Ellen DeGeneres, Trevor Noah, and Jada Pinkett Smith publicly declared themselves as Cuomo-sexuals. Left-wing pop star Cher said, "I'm in love with Andrew Cuomo." Comedian Chelsea Handler said he was her boyfriend, and she was hot for him. She had the hots for him. Do you remember that, guys? Should I dare to plug it in? I think we shall, because we're having fun on this topic. I'm so glad the nut job is out of office of governorship of New York. Check this out, guys.
My celebrity crush right now, you are Governor Cuomo.
Do you think that you are an attractive person now because you're single and ready to mingle? Do you really think you are some desirable single person?
You are well liked among the ladies. People knowing that you're single and they think you're good looking. And
like the author of this op-ed entitled, "Help, I think I'm in love with Andrew Cuomo."
I called your brother Chris. He also said that, now that you're the love gov, you've kind of transcended politics and now you're just part of really more, you're more of like a national sex symbol.
I heard, though, that you had a crush on our boyfriend, Andrew Cuomo.
Dude, everyone does, right? I think he's fantastic.
It's okay. These feelings are perfectly natural. Many Americans experience moments of being at least Andrew curious, if not fully Cuomo-sexual.
Trevor, you call yourself a Cuomo-sexual, and I agree with you. I feel like I'm a Cuomo-sexual too.
Some people are calling themselves Cuomo-sexuals, and there's a group of women who came out and they said, we're falling in love with Cuomo.
And ready for my boyfriend to come on TV. Ooh, we wake up together every single morning. Me and Andrew Cuomo. Ooh, there he is.
Could Andrew Cuomo be any hotter? That's what I'm doing in quarantine. It's just me and Andrew Cuomo, just him telling me what to do. And I like it.
Well, and I said, well, yeah, everyone should wear Cuomo.
Turn this garbage off. Turn it off. Yeah. I wonder what they're saying about Andrew Cuomo now. I wonder what the Hollywood elites are saying about hot stud Cuomo now. I wonder what. Where is Cuomo going? I know where Cuomo's going. Cuomo is going to prison. Because Andrew Cuomo is a dirty, dirty dog. Yes, he is, guys. We all know, folks, that Cuomo's abuse of power is finally over, and the governor has literally, publicly quit. He's done, guys. He's done in 14 days, which is 2 weeks for people that don't understand that. He's done. His abuse of power is finally over. And hopefully, just hopefully, guys, we can have a halfway decent governor going into office next. God willing. God willing, because New York deserves it. New York deserves a better outspoken individual to represent that state. Because what Cuomo showed in his 10.5 years as governor of New York is outright disgusting. It's a disgrace, and it just shows the lack of leadership that man represented. I'm finally glad that New York is going to get, hopefully, a better leader to represent that state. Terrible, guys. Terrible stuff. I'm telling you. Be right back after these words, guys. Got a little bit more to say here on the show. But with that being said, I'm going to take another quick commercial break. And I'll be right back after these words, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. With our privacy and security features, a built-in VPN protects you from hackers by keeping your connection encrypted and private. Features are easy to use and included with all 5 phone plans. Learn more today.
Michael Gardner, a host like no other. Unfiltered, unhinged, unscripted, raw.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about the Cuomo story. Yes, guys, he's leaving office. He's leaving his post in 14 days. That's great news. It's got to be some great news for the people living in the New York area, especially New York City. He's taken a drastic hit under his leadership, so that's great. It's great stuff. I love it. We finally got creepy Andy out of office. Maybe we can get the rest of the idiots out of office, including our president, because he's destroying our democracy, and we all know it. But what we now know is that New York is going to have its first female governor. Yes, we're going to have a new female governor of New York. Who is she? What does she plan on doing? What is her decisions going to be on masks and the economy? New York's first female governor, Kathy Hochul, if I'm pronouncing that right. I can never pronounce these I don't want to say odd names, but they're not easy names to pronounce. Kathy Hochul. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, she's got to clean up. She's got to clean up a lot after the Cuomo fallout. She's got to clean up Cuomo's mess. He destroyed New York. A lot of businesses will never open during the COVID era. Didn't even have plans of action to even commit to that. He literally killed the economy in New York. So what's this new governor coming in? This first female governor that's stepping in as the New York governor. What's her plans of action? And folks, it's going to happen soon, because this new governor is going to become the new governor in just a short 2 weeks. And she's got a lot of cleaning up to do after this idiot that was the governor of New York destroyed a lot. But folks, that's just going to be a series of problems she's going to have to tackle. Like I said, she's going to have to make a decision on masks. She's going to have to make a decision on the economy there. This new governor, which happens to be a 62-year-old lieutenant governor. Okay, I guess I'm not always keen on politics. I guess that's like what? The assistant governor or something like that. But they call it the lieutenant governor. Which will take the top job in 2 weeks after Cuomo literally officially leaves office, his post. A lot of people are saying he's leaving just in the midst of times of the harassment assumptions, and the nursing home scandal. But what's going to happen, folks? What is going to happen? Are we going to see change in New York? Are we going to see positive change in New York? Or are we going to see the same corrupted leadership under this new governor, this new female governor that's taking the role? Oh, well, let's just give a scenario here, because according to some sources here and some really awesome digging in sources here, I want to thank my producers here on the show that dug it in, got this report from me. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for digging this in. God, I never mentioned the credit to you guys, but you guys really helped me out a lot. Thank you very much. Anyway, stepping into the office post scandal is a very familiar role for even this new governor, who won in 2011, won a special election to the U.S. House after an extramarital affair fell her predecessor. God, the hell is my words today, guys? Guys, if I slip, tell me. Give me like a bleep or something. It's terrible. Anyway, But she also faces novel challenges. Oh, so she's got a couple of books in there, right? Some failed ones. What else is wrong or possibly wrong? Rising COVID cases, a sluggish economic recovery. Oh, now they're talking about what Cuomo did, okay? Had rising COVID cases, a sluggish economic recovery, and even budget crisis. And a state governor battered by Cuomo. Right? So she's got a lot to fix. But she's got a lot of similarities to this governor. Okay? This Governor Cuomo. She's got a lot of failed policies of her own. But according to her allies, folks, they say she's ready. She's ready for the job. And she's getting ready for the job, they said. Since she's entered politics 4 decades ago, she's been in politics for 40 years, folks. So she's got some good weight on her political background. She also traveled to every county in New York to court local officials, even very, very special court hearings. Service in elected office is like training on the job. Once you get elected, you learn how to do your job better the more you do it, she says. I guess, right? Well, we don't know much about her. We know a little bit about her. We know that there is some corruption. There's some failed book novels under her belt. But is she going to do better than Cuomo? God willing, we need better leadership in New York. New York is a mess, folks. Literally a mess. Needs to be cleaned up. She's got a lot of cleaning up, so to speak. She's got to fix the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. She's got to help Port Authority workers, right? She's got to fix the nursing home ordeal. She's got to fix the economy. She's got a lot to clean up, folks. A lot. Hopefully we'll see better leadership. I don't know. Hopefully. I'm praying. I really am. I'm hoping that she pretty much commits to this job better than Cuomo did. Literally. But with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in to today's show. Much appreciation. Also, too, I want to announce this now. In September, I'm going to be traveling to the state of New Jersey. Haven't been up in the Northeast in quite some time. Got some friends of mine that I like to visit and everything else. But I'm going to be doing a special podcast episode on Facebook Live with my good friends of 420VIPs.com. Yes, they'll be joining the show on September 29th, which is a Wednesday, folks. Okay? On Facebook Live. So you'll see me. You'll see my good buddies from 420VIPs.com joining the show as my special guests. And we're just going to have fun, guys. It's going to be a huge show. So tune into that Facebook Live. Hopefully we're going to have a really, really awesome turnout for that show. Been announcing it and advertising it just starting today on my Facebook page, the Patriot Angle Podcast. But in September, guys, the show is going to go down on September 29th. So check us out there as we do that show. With that being said, guys, I'm going to close it out here. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.